Hi, welcome or welcome back to the cozy chaos that is my channel. Today I have a few hours and I've decided to use that time to crochet some bereavement hearts for the hospital. So it's going to be a little bit of a gentler, a little bit of a slower video today, but it's all going to be good because at the end of it we're going to have enough hearts to go and donate to the hospital. So first of all, what is a bereavement heart? This is a bereavement heart. These can be crocheted or knit or sewn, and I will show you how I crochet these. But the premise is that you make these in pairs, and when someone passes away in the hospital, the family is offered a pair of bereavement hearts. One of the hearts would then go to the person who's passed away and one of them stays with the family, and the idea is that they act as a connection between the two when they can no longer be together. One of my goals for 2026 was to make more hospital donations, so I thought this was a good way to start that. It's a quick and easy project, it's something that uses up scrap yarn, and it's something that's going to actually have an impact on someone's life. So in preparation, I have got all of my scrap yarn that I think would be suitable colours for a project like this, and I've put them into this lovely vase, and I'm going to just try and work through it. I'm under no illusion that I'm going to get through all of this yarn, but I am just going to try and make a bit of a dent in it. So I'm just going to get going. Let's pick our first colour. I think I'm just going to start off with this cream. This is like a medium-sized ball compared to the others. Like, this one's kind of small, so I don't know how many I would get out of that. I'm going to use this one as sort of like a gauge of like how much yarn I need per heart. So let's get going. I'm just going to sort of check in throughout the day. I'll give you a quick tutorial on how to make these, and then at the end of the day we'll see how many I've made. So to make one of these, you're going to need a hook size that is good for your yarn, some scissors and a darning needle. You're going to start with a magic circle and you're going to chain 3. From there you're going to do 3 treble crochets into that magic circle. Then you're going to do 3 double crochets. From there you're going to chain 1 and treble crochet, and then chain 1. Now you're going to do 3 double crochets. Then 3 triple crochets. Then you're going to chain 3 and you're going to slip stitch into the magic ring, and then you're going to chain 1, cut your yarn and fasten off. It will look something like this, and then you're going to pull your yarn and tighten that magic ring. Then all that's left to do is weave your ends in and you're done. So the first pair is made, and there's still quite a lot on this ball, so I can definitely get a few more pairs out of this. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and I'll check in, I don't know, whenever something meaningful happens, maybe when I reach 10 pairs, maybe when I've been going for an hour. I'm not challenging myself, I'm trying to take it gentle. I'm trying to just crochet and talk at the same time, which apparently I can't do. I've just finished my first ball of yarn. I got the first set out of it, and then I also got 2 other sets out of it, so I'm trying to keep these in pairs so that I know that they were intended to be together. I feel like that means something to me. It maybe doesn't mean anything to anyone else. I feel like I made it with the intention of those 2 being together, so they need to stay together. So that has answered my question, and I do think I could get a pair out of this little ball, so I'm going to give that a go now. I tried to say that I was going to check in when something meaningful happened, but then I couldn't talk and crochet at the same time, evidently. We're at the 1 hour mark, and I thought I would check in. In that hour, I did stop to eat. Since we last checked in, I've made 4 more sets. I've made 2 white pair, and this is like, It's a slightly darker cream and a pink. And I have one extra pink one which was from this yarn, but it was a variegated yarn, and these two are like the same colour and this one is slightly lighter, so I don't know what to do with this one. I'm just going to keep it to the side. I really don't want to burn out with this because I want this to be something that I can keep coming back to and adding to and taking up to the hospital like as and when I do it. I think I'm going to work through this ball, which I think might get me at least 2 pairs, maybe 3, and then I'm going to have a rest. The new series of Bridgerton just came out, so I'm going to put that on. I'm going to work through this little ball and then I'll check back in. This much left. It's not enough to make a heart, so that is done. I finished that one. It made 5 hearts, which was actually perfect. So I got 2 pairs and then I now have a pair for my light pink one, and I think these two, I think it's quite fitting that they were both like extra. It's almost like there's like an extra family that can now have one of these. So I'm now going to have a break. I've got a good number of pairs done and I'd be happy to stop here, to be honest, but I have dedicated this day to doing this, so I'm going to have a break and then I'm going to come back and do a little bit more and just take the time with it and be gentle with it and not force myself to be like, I'm going to make 100 in a day. I've made a lot and it's going to have an impact on a lot of families' lives. So I'm going to have a break, have a cup of tea, maybe go for a little walk and then come back and do a little bit more. This was supposed to be a video all done in one day, but something came up while I was on my break and I didn't get a chance to make any more hearts. So I'm here, future Louise, to count up all the hearts that I made and finish the video off. So starting with the cream that I actually started with, I managed to make 3 pairs of the cream. One in this slightly darker like beige cream colour. This is the colour difference. It's minute. I made one in this dusky pink, 2 pairs in this slightly brighter pink, 2 pairs of white, 1 pair of a light and a dark, and then I already had this one which is from cotton and it's actually a different pattern to the other ones, so they're slightly bigger, but I already had these at hand just to like show you what I was making. So I'm going to count these 2 because these are getting donated too. So in total I made 11 pairs of hearts, which I was being a bit down on myself because I had told myself I was going to crochet as many as I could and then something happened and I couldn't come back to it. But then I reminded myself that I was being gentle in this video, I was doing this with intention and I was doing this with the right sort of vibe as opposed to like a how many can I do kind of vibe. It was a how many families can I have an impact on through this act of kindness, I guess. And I also just sort of wanted to bring attention to this, that this is something that crocheters, knitters, sewers can do as a donation to their local hospital. So although if that day had gone perfectly I would have made a lot more, I still think that this is worth celebrating, I still think that this is worth documenting, and it is still going to have an impact on 11 families. So I'm going to get these packed up and sent off to my local hospital. If you are wondering how to donate these to your local hospital, you can actually get in touch with your local hospital to see if this is something that they accept. The department in the hospital that these are going to is the mortuary, so when I go up to the hospital I will be telling them that these are for the mortuary. Other things you can donate to your local hospital include baby hats, baby cardigans. There's a lot of different things that you can donate to your local hospital. It's definitely worth getting in touch with your local hospital to see what they're accepting and what they aren't. And bear in mind that that changes from time to time as well. If the maternity ward has an abundance of blankets, they might not be taken anymore until they get rid of some. So it's always worth checking with your hospital to see if and what donations they are taking. On a different note, I have set myself the goal of hitting 2,000 subscribers this year here on YouTube. So if you want to help me reach that goal, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It would really help me out. Like this video if you enjoyed it and make sure you come back to see what else I'm doing this year. That's everything I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.